Hi guys, great to be here with you today. I don't know how many gangster films you've ever watched. Any films with master criminals in, or anything with a bad guy and their crew. Often there's a saying that comes out from those kind of people, and that is that snitches get stitches. That it won't end well for those that tell on people. And you guys know the ones. The ones that you don't want to get on the bad side of. Maybe that is someone like Voldemort, or sorry, he who must not be named. Never want to get on the bad side, on his bad side, and can't say what he's going to do. Or someone like Scar from The Lion King. He did some really bad stuff when just to get his own way. Or even Alder. Wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them after this past week. Snitching on people sounds like a bad thing, doesn't it? It's generally something that is advised against. But I think there's a fine line between snitching on people and doing the right thing. Being a snitch doesn't mean that you're golden and you have wings. It generally means that you're out for your own gain. That you want to benefit from knowing something that you shouldn't know. But when you do know something that you shouldn't really know and tell people about it to help other people, then that is kind of doing the right thing and not being a snitch. And this is where Mordecai comes in. Mordecai is Esther's cousin, but he's quite a bit older than her, and after her parents died, he looked after her as if she was his own daughter. Mordecai was with Esther this whole time, and he lived near to where Esther was being pampered, if you remember from last week. Although he wasn't her father, he was doing what any loving father would do and wanted to be close to her and try and see how she was getting on. And while he was doing that, reading from Esther 2:21, we learned that he heard something that he shouldn't have known. It was two guards that he overheard. Mordecai found out something that he shouldn't have known. He heard them talking about a plot to assassinate the king, which is pretty big stuff indeed. Not sure there would have been a more powerful king around in those days than King Xerxes, and Mordecai hears that people are planning to take him down. Huge news. What was Mordecai going to do with that next? He could have just left it there, but he didn't. He chose to do the right thing. He could have even become a bad snitch and try and benefit from this knowledge. But he did the right thing and used this information to help others, to help the king. The guards' names were Bigthana and Teresh. But don't worry, you don't really need to remember their names. They don't last very long. Mordecai told Esther, who then told the king what he found out. And I tell you that Bigthana and Teresh needed more than a few stitches after Xerxes was finished. There are probably plenty of times when we find something out that we shouldn't really know. And then we're faced with a choice. Often we can do nothing about it and it won't really matter. But sometimes we do need to do something about it. And are you going to look to how you can benefit from that kind of information? Or are you going to do the right thing like Mordecai did to look for the benefit of others rather than yourself?